The Power.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
The song that you wrote. Don't play with me.
Oh, I'm not playing with you, honey, because you ain't playing, honey. You guys are not playing today.
Listen, I
I
love
had
it.
no idea what I was walking into today. Okay.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Rayceen Productions MC and producer. And joining me today, as per usual, is the legendary Rayceen Pendarvis. Hey Rayceen!
Greetings and salutations all. And to everyone watching, I am so excited. We are here with an icon, a legend, a diva in her own right, a diva to the world. We think of music, we think of fabulous, we think of drama, we think of the one, the only, Miss Jeanie Tracy.
Oh my, honey. That was quite a build-up.
Welcome, Jeanie. We are so happy to have you here with us today. We always love having an icon in the house. So it's great. It's so great to have you here. Tell me, how are you and the family doing, especially during this time? How is it going?
Oh, it's fabulous. I mean, I don't worry because this is the way I live my life anyway. You know, if I'm not traveling, if I'm not in the studio, I'm at home with my dogs and my husband, okay? Just like that. So the only thing is that somebody's telling me to stay home. Now, I don't like that, okay?
I get it.
That's so important. Somebody, yes, and freedom is important. Freedom, and I think when we talk about freedom, we talk about some of your music, how freedom and liberating it is. Can I just say, everybody up, your cha-cha heels, baby, that is one version that just makes me want to salsa and merengue, kick my heels up, party people. Look, this has been on all morning long. I can't take my eyes off of you. It's been my workout song.
Oh, wow. You know, that song, I mean, well, that song means a lot to me because it was the start of me coming back home from Europe, right? And so that was one of the first songs I did with Rosabelle. And it introduced me again, you know, to the American audience because over in the UK, they keep you to themselves. They don't care about America. They just want to keep you, you know, keep you to themselves. So I had to reintroduce myself back to America, you know.
Hey, baby, you did it. You did it. Because that, I'm telling you, I listened to, that was my workout song for about 25 minutes this morning. And I mean, it was just like, I was feeling, I was twirling, I was kicking,
Okay.
I was ready to reach it. I was enjoying every moment. I was telling Krylios that is like one of my favorite house songs ever.
Yes,
like, it is, oh, honey, that song is everything.
I love it. You know what?
I was going to Curves at one time, and that song came on, and I said, that's my song. And so I ran up to the woman, you know, that was over everything, and I said, that's my song. And she said, oh, I love that song too. I said, no, you don't understand. That's me.
I love it.
I was embarrassed because I was so excited.
You should be.
I said, I need to call somebody. They owe me some pennies.
Tell me something. And you know, every time we talk to musicians and every time we talk to artists, I always ask this because I always want to know, you know, when did the music bug bite? What was that? How you realized that this is what you wanted to do? Tell me about that.
You mean dance music or just music, period?
You know, music in general.
In general.
Yeah.
I actually used to sing, you know, out of high school at luncheons and things like that and in church. And a guy saw me. I was doing something for a radio station that knew me. And they asked me to play the piano for this guy who was a disc jockey, and he was going to try to break a record playing the drums. And so I said, I'll play for him. So I played for him, and there were like thousands of people watching him do this, and they kept announcing it on the radio. And I would play and sing with him, and I actually played with him 66. I set a record for myself, playing for him 66 hours. Woo! And and he drummed 89 hours, you know. So a guy saw me, and he asked me would I join his band. And I said, I don't know anything about playing clubs and, you know, that kind of thing. So one night, a couple of weeks later, he came to my house and he said, I really need you. My guitar player is ill. I said, okay. And he said, just play what you know. You know, I was playing Etta James, Child, Aretha Franklin, and all of that. And so the band just followed me. So they were going to be let go. And so I played like a week with them, and the owner liked me. He says, I'll keep you guys a couple of more years if you hire her. So that was my start. I thought, ooh, this is cute, and you can make some pennies too. This is where I am, because I was going to college at that time, and I was, you know, studying, you know, to teach music.
Yeah.
But honey, that just went by the wayside, and I've been doing it ever since.
Oh my God. And I mean, it shows, speaking of your background, coming from the Church of God in Christ, honey.
Oh,
hallelujah. Yes, honey. I mean, it comes through in everything you do. You transcend music, but you elevate it to such a spiritual realm. And it's so amazing, because everything that you do, you feel it, you hear it. And you know it. I mean, it's like a vibration of spirit when you sing.
Well, child, tell me, honey.
And I mean, you know, do you, sometimes when you're singing, do you ever have that moment you be like,
Yes, I do. And the children, they don't know what they're feeling, you know, because it, like you said, it comes through. And everything that I do, you know, I try to do the best that I can. I'm not full of myself at all, you know, because I'm the most critical about myself than anybody, you know, and I try to critique it and everything. And my husband says, you're just too hard on yourself. I said, well, I want to be the best that I can be, but getting back to the feeling, that's, you know, I'm a big fan of Mary J. Blige. And I love her because she feels everything. And she believes, and she makes you believe, you know. Yeah. And Narada Michael Walden said that about me. He said, Jeanie, the one thing that I love about you is that you believe, no matter if it's jazz, gospel, dance, you believe, and you make us believe. I said, well, okay, you know, but it's true.
It is. It comes across, even when you sing in background, because I live like, you know, music is my addiction. And I hear everybody, I'm the, you know, I love background singers. And
Me too.
I've heard you sing background on a minute, and I said, oh, that's Jeanie Tracy singing that background. And I'll be like, and I'll be clocking. And I was telling somebody, you know, I was telling him earlier how I was listening to your version of It's a Man's World with Bobby Womack. And baby, and I mean, you've worked with like, you speak about
Narada.
Michael Warden, I always mispronounce his name. And Aretha Franklin. I mean, you sung with her. And then, of course, you when you think of these fabulous full-figure divas, you think of the other two, Izora and Martha.
Yes, honey.
The trinity of voices. The
trinity of voices.
The trinity. I mean, it's like when the three of y'all, it's like, you know, so much power. I mean, you hear it like it resonates.
And don't forget Lynette Hawkins.
Oh, yes. Oh, I was getting ready to hit her too, honey. I was getting ready to come along with Lynette, honey. I mean,
don't forget Tremaine either.
Oh, you know I wasn't. The Loves to the Choir, I was getting ready to say,
well, Sylvester, when I was with Sylvester, he used, when the girls left, he used Lynette and Martha. And then one night we did Living for the City, and it was Tremaine, Lynette, and myself. And wow, it was, you know, just singing with Martha and Izora. I never thought, I mean, I loved them when I first saw them, but I never thought that Sylvester would ask me to join. You know, people try to act like I wasn't there. Baby, I was there.
Oh, you were there. Look.
Yes,
I was all up in there.
You were there.
And it annoys me. It annoys me to no end that people try to say, oh, Martha and I said, honey, do you hear that song? I'm all up in that song.
But you know, I was telling him what was so fabulous. How did you get Sylvester to sing in such a lower range? Because y'all version of Here Is My Love is a quiet staple. You know, it's a Quiet Storm staple. And that duet is so, and I remember the first time I heard it, and they said, ladies and gentlemen, Sylvester featuring Jeanie Tracy. I said, yes!
Baby, he wanted to go fish on me, excuse my language. He wanted to do all of that. And I said, wait a minute. I stopped the music. I said, wait a minute, ain't gonna be no two fish up in here now. You got to be the man tonight. And he said, oh, girl, because he didn't really want to sing in that lower register. And I said, he smirked. He had this little smirk that he would look at me and smirk like, girl, you know, and baby, but when he laid that, because I loved his lower, I loved his high register, but he has something in that low register that, you know, would just kill you, you know. The people would be chewing up the carpet. They didn't know where they was.
Yeah,
okay?
I love it. I love it. I love it.
And I said, you got to be the man, honey, this time.
You know, you've always been serving for the children, though, honey. The children have always lived. And that's one of the beautiful things about your music, too, because it's always, you know, empowered the LGBT community as well. You know, everyone has always felt that the children have always been living from your music. And, you know, it's really that. And, you know,
the power.
Yes.
Oh my God, the
song that you wrote. Don't play with me.
Oh, I'm not playing with you, honey, because you ain't playing, honey. You guys are not playing today.
Listen, I love it.
I had no idea what I was walking into today. Okay. Because you never know who really knows you, or knows anything about your music or anything. Because sometimes I walk into it, they really don't know. They just want to interview me because it's the ticket now. You know what I'm saying? And so that's okay too. But when people really know your music, they hold it up and they say, you know, when you did such a, I'm saying, oh my God.
Yes. You know? We love it. We love it. And I mean, you've been in dance music forever, and you know the gays have been living for the dance music forever. And you know, you've also had, you know, the transition from like post disco to house and techno. Tell me about your love affair with dance music and all forms of it.
Well, it started with Sylvester, and when I was singing with the girls and singing with him, there was something infectious about that music that made people just, you know, live and throw their cares away and just live for that moment in that music. And everybody was just happy. And I said, wow, that's the kind of music, that's the music I want to do. Not knowing that I was going to be thrown into that because of me being with him. You know, so it generated a whole new audience for me because I was doing mostly cabaret at that time and ballads. And even when my album came out, it was a few ballads on there because I really didn't know what direction. But then the children gravitated toward me because of my association with Sylvester, you know. And I said, okay, I love you too. I mean, you're loving me, you know, and so you have no choice but to love them back, you know, and they've just been so good to me. I had to tell somebody, I said, oh, you think that you did this for me? The children did this for me. Okay. They're the ones that love you unconditionally.
Oh, the children go up. Listen, the children go up for a diva, honey, and they will fight for a diva.
And they don't care how big you are, what color. It's all wonderful. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
They've loved me from the small to when I was smaller to I grew up, 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 sizes. They didn't care. They still love me.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Tell us about what you have on the horizon. Tell us about upcoming projects and how can people, follow you and keep up with you right now?
Well, I just did something for CBS. I'm so glad that I did background. I still love to do background. It's nothing more exhilarating than singing with other people. And so I got a chance to sing with Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross, who's who, Michael Bolton. So I just did something for CBS that'll be aired the first of next year about Whitney Houston. Now, the funny thing is that I was talking about One Moment in Time because I'm on that track. And so, they wanted to know what was the feeling in the room when we did the track and all that. Also, you asked me about what I have in the future. I just bought a studio set to do my own tracks because I play piano and I write most all of my music, and I come up with the melodies, the lyrics, and everything. So I just bought a studio set to start doing, especially since I'm home now, all the time. I'm going to start doing my own tracks.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's wonderful.
Yeah, and I have things coming up. I have things coming out with Roosevelt. The same people that did Cha Cha Hills, The Power, and we've had 3 or 4 #1 hits on Billboard, and I'm gonna do something with Alter. They're the ones that did Party People, Everybody Up.
Yeah, love it.
That's my favorite song to sing.
Right.
Cha Cha Hills, besides Cha Cha Hills, but Everybody Up just gets people. There's when I work for NARDA, it's a kind of a Marin audience. I don't know if you've ever heard of Sausalito, California. And so they're not into the dance music, and so they're not familiar with it. But baby, when I do those songs, and I told Narda, I said I don't want to do cover songs. I said I have my own music out.
Yes.
So when I come and work with you, I want to do my music. And he said yes. And then the first time I said, I guarantee you that audience was sit-down audience. I said, I guarantee you that they will be up on their feet. And it happened. Tevin Campbell was there too. He was on that show. So I did Cha Cha Hills, and the band played along with the track. I said, you have to play the track because there's elements in the song that won't work if you don't have the track on. So they played the track. The people had never heard the song before. There was no room, no dance floor. They started moving furniture and made a dance floor. Then they ran out of room because there were so many people in the room that wanted to dance. So they started jumping up on the stage with me. Nobody could see me. The band couldn't see me because all these people were crowded around me dancing.
Oh, wow.
So that's what your music does to people. That's what your music does to people. It makes them, the spirit takes over.
Yes. And listen, we felt that spirit today. Thank you so much, Jeanie, for joining us. It's been such a pleasure. I'm sad that we've come to the end already. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
I had fun. I had
a ball.
I'll be glad to do it anytime with you guys again.
Thank you. You'll be hearing from us once more. Thank you so much, Jeanie.
All right.
Take us out.
Have a great day.
Oh, you have a wonderful day. And to viewers, thank you for watching.